go again.
Here we go again. The Ronnie Record Show when we're hopping and bopping and slopping around with Jerry Lee Lewis.
Right. Today we are going to do a tribute to him.
Yes.
We did find out this morning that he did pass away at the age of 87. So this is going to be a little different. I'm not going to talk as much because I'm going to let Ron be the knowledgeable person today and make it fun and lively so people want to hear you, okay? And I'll be quiet.
Well, now I got all this pressure on me. How do I make it fun other than say, this guy was a freaking genius when it came to playing boogie woogie piano. He was a child prodigy there in Faraday, Louisiana, when he was born there. 5 years old, he starts playing the piano, or something like that. I might be exaggerating.
Yeah.
But he and Jimmy Swaggart used to go across town and peek into the juke joints listening to this kind of music.
Well, Elvis did the same thing.
Elvis also did that. They just loved old
And they
blues.
would just go and find wherever they could find the music, they went to learn.
Right,
Yeah.
and they learned and they picked it up a lot on their own.
Yeah.
And so...
Swagger was a musician?
No,
he was
but
a religious guy.
he palled around with his cousin. He became the huge...
Bad influence.
Well, he was a big evangelist on TV with his wife, Tammy
Before.
Baker. Yeah. Anyway, he crashed and burned, and Jerry Lee Lewis crashed and burned when he went over to England after a few hits. And
What did he do in England, Ron?
well, he had a lot of concerts, and then they found out that he brought over his 13-year-old bride, who was a cousin of his.
First cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it must be in the blood between Jimmy and Jerry and hanging out, and must be in the blood.
Bad boys. But
Women just love those bad boys.
so after like about 4 or 5 big hits, his career was over. A lot of
Rightfully
people
so.
don't remember that. I'm glad they don't.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
Because his music, his piano playing is legendary. And I'm sorry to say that a lot of people don't know he just passed away. I didn't hear it on the news. I think you told me. But I didn't see it on TV or anything. And Jerry Lee, Jerry Lee was huge. This song, High School Confidential, bopping at the high school hop. I saw him in a movie. Yeah, and no big deal, movie called High School Confidential. And he's coming down the street in a parade in this flatbed truck, banging on that piano and jumping up and down. I said, this guy is crazy. He's amazing. And I just started collecting his records.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you did. I probably didn't need to know all the deep, dark secrets of him, but
luckily most people have forgotten, except I had to say
that
it.
doesn't really override. Well, you know what? I have to be careful because I have said that your bad behavior does override your talent on other people. So I have to be careful. I just can't pick and choose. So,
but you know, I'm just gonna ignore that for now for this tribute.
Just know it's there, but I like his music.
Just know what a fabulous performer he was.
Yeah.
You know, this next song was actually the title of a movie. Just listen to the words here for a minute.
Which one? Breathless?
Yeah.
Breathless. And who played in this movie with him?
He didn't play in the movie with him at all, honey.
Oh no, who was in the...
The movie was called Breathless, and you would love it.
I don't know enough. I know.
No, you're fine. It's Richard Gere. Was the star.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
He was a crazy nut in the movie about Jerry Lee Lewis songs. So he's driving around the commercial, all playing all this songs, especially this one, Breathless.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me of you because you have always.
Richard Gere.
You always left me breathless. Bye, bye.
Are you gonna make me blush?
Yes, I am, because you do. You always have. So another big hit of his is this one.
Yeah.
And the little story I'll tell here about him, this is Great Balls of Fire. Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Is that when he walked into Sun Studios, back in the day that Elvis was there, Johnny Cash started there, just some great stars that started out there. Carl Perkins, who did Blue Suede Shoes. All of a sudden, Sam Phillips, the owner and boss there, put all his attention to Jerry Lee Lewis because he said, "This guy's amazing. I never heard piano like this. He's a genius." So he put all of his efforts and time into Jerry Lee Lewis. And Carl Perkins said, "I put out this song, Blue Suede Shoes. I was starting a big career." And pretty soon after that, you didn't hear much from Carl Perkins.
No, but Elvis did sing that song.
Elvis, yes. And I think Carl was okay with it, that he kind of borrowed his song, because it did make Carl some money because of
Right.
because he wrote it.
Right.
Yeah, the rights to it. So anyway, big hit for Jerry. The next one, this is a live version I have of his #1 big hit. Here's the 45.
Yes.
Whole lot of shaking going on.
You know, when you watch younger people than us dance to this on TV,
Well,
which
we
we
should-
have watched,
Yeah, on YouTube.
YouTube, right?
Yeah.
That I not even back in my day could I dance this fast. I mean, I no way could compare myself to these young kids that dance like that today. Oh my gosh. No.
It does have a fast beat.
It does. You know, my brother would have dropped me more than once if we tried to dance that fast.
I don't think you and I have ever tried to dance this fast.
Never. Never.
But we've enjoyed dancing to rock and roll, or we call it, it's a blues beat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that Jerry, listen to that piano.
Nice stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
So a big hit for him. Here's another live song, obviously.
Yeah.
I just, this wasn't a big hit for his, but he does a great version of this song. It's an old blues song. Play the piano. I got a woman, mean as she can be. I think Ray Charles did this song. Mean Woman Blues. I think Elvis did a version of this song. Ray might have been the first version, I'm not sure.
I think I would have liked it if it was kind of slowed down
I
just a
know.
little bit. you
Well,
know.
Elvis slowed it down
Yeah.
a bit, I think. Mean Woman Blues.
Right. I
But-
think I would like it a little bit.
Yeah, I always love this song, even though I'm not married to a mean woman.
You better say that.
Of course, we're on the air, YouTube, our show, The Roddy Record Show.
All right, so what do we have? What's coming up?
Well, what's coming up is I played this song this morning because I've always liked Buddy Guy. Scott, my son Scott, turned this on to Buddy Guy. We saw Buddy Guy up at the winery up in Murphy's. He sang directly to you. When I got up to
did.
follow him around,
Yes.
I come back
And I said, no, I don't want to get up. I'll just sit here and save your
right.
chair.
And I come back and Buddy Guy's sitting in the chair singing to you, my chair.
Yes. True story.
Yeah.
And he
Anyway.
sat there and he goes, can I have this chair? And I go, absolutely. Have a seat.
Yeah. So, the next song is a song with Buddy. I can't hear Buddy Guy in this song.
No.
It's a blues song. I want to tell you the title. I can't even say the title.
Yeah, I can't. I
Hear
can't
Jerry Lee.
I don't hear Buddy Guy.
Hear the piano.
Yeah.
I don't hear Buddy Guy's
That was
guitar.
probably just him. Yeah. I don't know.
He's got to be there. 'Cause
But that's fine. They're both good in their own right.
And he saved that same fast boogie woogie piano beat. Just
I
awesome.
know.
So, in closing, and again, I want to say how sad we are that Jerry Lee Lewis passed away, but he was 87. I think he cleaned up his act near the end, and he got into country in the end because
See, I just can't. Go ahead and play the last one. I just can't imagine him being country. You know,
Well, he came from Louisiana, so
I
he has
know,
his
but-
roots in that.
and you can hear the country in this
Yeah,
song,
this is
but
the
I
other
just
side.
can't.
This-
Yeah, I know.
This is the other side of his first big hit.
Yeah,
on
I
the
just
Sun label.
can't imagine. But it's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he could, and I'm sure he called him the Killer, and I don't know why they called him the Killer. That was one of his nicknames. Later on, and I think as he killed the music, or in a good way.
Yeah.
He killed it. He nailed it, I guess. But and somebody out there knows why they call him the Killer. But he was pretty big in country. Like Conway Twitty was a rock and roller. Did a beautiful rock ballad. It's only make believe. Conway Twitty and Lori Lynn, I think, sang a lot of songs with him in country. So a lot of the old rock stars kind of faded into country. And Elvis did a lot of country songs later on.
Right.
Because they're all from the South, pretty much.
Right.
You know.
Right. And it kind of slows things down a little bit
Yeah.
when you're getting a little older.
Yeah, you know, we all frantic today with that fast beat.
Woo. And it, you know, after a couple of those fast songs, you need to slow it down. You know, just
Yeah.
gonna go, whoo.
I don't think, maybe it's not so slower, it just seems to be quieter.
It's a little quieter. It's not banging on those keys. Yeah, there. So.
It's still pretty faster.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love Jerry Lee Lewis today, and
Yeah.
we're sad he's gone.
Right.
But this was our little tribute on the
It
Ronnie
was.
Record Show. Be sure to keep watching. Every week we come out with a new episode.
And this is me not talking.
Yeah.
So
Rip.
anyway, he was a good piano player. Very good.
Great piano player,
Yeah.
to say the least.
You got a lot of knowledge about him. Good job.
Yeah, well,
Good
thank
job.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I liked him a lot. Let's wind this up.
All right. Goodbye, friends.